Hey everyone, I'm going to do some competitive research and we're going to go in and see what type of sites are linking to these sites that are ranking for some competitive and not so competitive keywords. First one I'm going to do is Garcina, Cambogia. I kind of pick on these guys. I don't know, this is a really hot term. People are making a lot of money on it who are ranking on the first page, which is pretty hard for a regular website, but not impossible. I'm going to show you what these guys are doing. Now, I did do an article on Amazon, so I will do this real quick, and then we're going to go into some of these other ones. And like this one right here is kind of suspect, and I want to go in and I want to look at that. And as you can see here, I have my little SEO IQ icon here, and it's over here. Matt Callen's made that, and it's a killer little app that I am just enjoying immensely. So we'll be using that as well in our research. But you know what? Let's go to this Amazon page because I have done this and I do know what they are doing to get it ranked, and I'm going to go in and show you what kind of links. Now, I just did the SEO IQ test, and it comes up with a 54, which I'm kind of still working with my barometer because it's an algorithm that Matt and those guys came up with. But as soon as you have your barometer, you know, you'll know what kind of sites are worthy of ranking and what kind of sites aren't. So this is a score of 52, so I'm going to keep that in mind for my further investigations. So I'm going to quickly scroll down to the off-page optimization because me being an SEO and into linking, that's really where I'm concerned most, especially since this is an Amazon page. It has some pretty good on-page going on anyway, and some speed and stuff like that. So I am going to go down here. Of course, the URL doesn't have any page rank at all. Let's go see the authority, but in page authority, wow, 72. Look at that, that is a lot. But let's go down here and look at the citation flow and all of that. So the citation flow is actually 53, which normally would be incredibly high. But look at the trust flow. The trust flow is 43. I mean, that is outrageous, especially for an Amazon page. This is really cool. So the external backlinks is 7,390. That, you know, I don't really care much about that. What I really care about is these referring subnets down here. Now, I've explained in a report that I just did that a subnet is different IPs. Now, it says that this is different IPs, referring IPs, but a subnet would be, you know, a different C class. So there may be, you know, a couple, it looks like 150 or so that are on the same C class, and that's why you'll have referring IPs, but they're on the same C class. That's why I like to look at this. So instead of these two, I look at the referring subnets, and that tells me really how many different websites from totally different IPs they have gotten links from. So now we're going to go in and we're going to go take a look at those links. And I'm going to go here and be back in a second. So I've opened up Majestic and I'm looking at their links, their backlinks, and I'm just going to go through here and open up a bunch of them. And once I do that, I'll come back and we will just take a look at what kind of sites are linking to the Amazon page to make it rank. Okay, I think we got enough going on here, but I want you to notice something that's really interesting. Oh shoot, I even opened some that were deleted. We'll have to go back and close those. But something that's very interesting here is that this site has most of their links from the home page. Now, that is why they were able to get that incredible authority or trust flow of 43, I think it was 43, with a citation of 53 or 42, 53, so I have to go back and look. Yeah, 53 and 43. So that is tough to get. You can't really get only homepage links unless you own the sites or you're paying a lot to be in someone's blog network. So this is, I just wanted to go down and show you almost, I would say 90% of them are homepage links. So now let's go and look at some of these. Okay, so I did just that, and we can go through and start looking at some of these sites. And this looks like a good site. And I'm searching here, and let's see, Garcina, Cambogia, right there. There's his link. Now this looks like somebody, you know, went and paid this guy because, you know, this has nothing to, Garcina, Cambogia has nothing to do with this stuff. So sneaky links, yes, this is all sneaky links. Here's another one. This is just a little blog network, and it's about Spain or somewhere else, and they have a footer in the a link in the footer. It's really amazing how many footer links these guys are using. I've actually looked at this before. And let's go see this. Okay, this one's not here. So, in fact, let's see. I've noticed that some of them are dropping. So, and Majestic hasn't picked it up yet. This is another one in the footer. Okay, let's go over here and find this guy. And this one's right here, but this is just a bunch of garbage. I mean, it's just an internet link club. So these are all sneaky links. They're all bought. They're all created. Here's another one in the footer. But he's got this huge amount of trust flow because he's gotten them on the first page, on the home page. Even though, you know, this is in Russian too. Here's another footer one. And let's see, let's go look at this one on the blog network. And it's in the footer of a post. So I want to go back, and this was on the first page. So these sites were his best linking sites. I'm going to go down here now, and I'm going to click to like page 5 out of 200, and we're going to see what some of those normal links look like. So I'm going to open up some tabs, and we'll be right back. Let's look at these. I actually went to page 7, and this one's still coming up. I have not looked at these yet, so let's go to this one. It looks like a typical blog network. Let's see if we can find the link in this one that doesn't even have a post. So let's see, there it is, but it's in the site-wide footer right there. So there's that one, still footer links. A lot of footer links. And these guys are really heavy in exact match. And the search metrics report that just came out said we can do that a little bit more, but I have a feeling it's just because Penguin hasn't ran in a while. So that was in a sidebar. Let's go look for this one. And let's see, they may have used a different anchor text. Let me go back to Jack Brown's and look at the site, see what they used for anchor text. And maybe it's up here. They still used the Garcina in there, so that one's just not there anymore. Where's that one? This one right here. It's just maybe they stopped paying. I don't know. So let's go again. There it is, right there. And this site, you know, these are all created for linking sites. And can we do better than this? We can absolutely do better than this. Let's see. Let's go to my trusty little brain here. Come on, let's look at the SEO IQ of this site. It has an IQ of 9, so you can see the difference, but I didn't expect much. Well, let's go to the off-page factors, which I just really want to see the trust flow because that's my barometer. The trust flow is 19. That's actually a really, really good trust flow. I like that. Trust flow of 19. So let's go back. Let's look at something else. This one still hasn't loaded up, and that's just, you know, hosting, bad gateway, another hosting problem. And I tell you, being someone who has a lot of hosting, a lot of sites up, hosting is hard to deal with. Okay, this site doesn't seem to have anything, but it is just a blog network. Easy sites to duplicate. So just, you know, another example of SEO is still going good. Proof in the pudding, SEO is still good and strong, and people are still buying links, and Google's still ranking those pages. All right, Dori out.